our mother had our baby in the induction. She catch the baby in the induction room while I was on the bed across from her. Because she was screaming, the baby's coming, and they said no. And I'm like, God, if you get me through this, just get me through the night. I'll fight afterwards, just get me through Friday night. I just wish I could go back in time. I would have never gone there. I wouldn't. I would just do what I need to do to go somewhere else. I was at the clinic. You have two midwives. You have a head midwife and you have another midwife, right? One midwife was using the last menstrual cycle, another was using the ultrasound date. So every time I go to the clinic, I see a different person. The last person I saw raised an alarm and said, "Is the ultrasound date and I should go down right now," which was the 22nd. On the 22nd, came back, got my bag, and I went to the hospital. While at the hospital, I was checked. I signed in the bag, I was checked, and I was given a piece of paper to come back the following day to be induced on the Friday, which would have been the 24th. So that's what I did. 8 o'clock, I was there for 8 o'clock, got checked again. My cervix was closed. I was admitted. Once admitted, was brought upstairs by the porter. I was just there for a very long time, sitting and waiting until I was registered on the ward. While on the ward, it took me several hours to get a bed, but they told me from the get-go that the induction was not sure for the 24th. Right, that was the Friday. So I said, okay, maybe Saturday, Sunday, so I would get induced to have. She was fine, heartbeat, everything was fine. Got the bed, got checked 3 times a day. Saturday came, a doctor came and just said, "You're on the list for today," and then I never saw the doctor for the entire day. You have a list for the C-section, you have a list to be induced. So that was Saturday. Saturday came and went. Nobody came to me after the doctor the morning. After that morning, Sunday came. The same doctor came around again, said the same thing to me. I'm on the list, and that was it. I never saw her again. That was Sunday. Monday morning, I ensured. I asked, I need to be induced. What is going on? Today is not your term. You will not be going down today on Monday. So apparently, it's done by terms. But I don't go to the clinic at the public hospital. I go to the clinic in the community. So I did not know that. So on Monday, it was not that term. The term that they put me in, it was not that day to be for anybody to go down. On Tuesday, so she said Tuesday is the day. I said okay. On Tuesday, the doctor checked me. Tuesday morning, the doctor checked me, and she was trying to induce labor naturally, and it did not work. On the Tuesday morning.
What did she say to you? Why it didn't work?
She couldn't catch the bag or whatever, because it was done vaginally, so she couldn't catch it. So it was not successful, and I still was 1 centimeter at the time. Wednesday morning, she came around. "You're still here? Nothing happened? You're still here?" I said, "No, I'm right here. Still getting checks, morning, afternoon, in the night." So we were fine. Wednesday morning, no. On the Wednesday, nurse checked pressure, temperature, and the heartbeat. I could hear her. She was there, she was fine. Then my name was called, and the same doctor checked me again to try to induce the liver naturally once more. She did it, and she said, I think I got it. I said, okay. It was so painful, I went back in the bed to lie down. Okay, while just lying there, couldn't do nothing because I was in so much pain. So, around visiting hours, which is 11:30, I was a visitor, so I knew the time. I just felt like my water broke. But being a first time mother, I wasn't sure if it was, what was it. So I tried my best to, I ran to the bath. They had to pick, the girl next to me had to pick me up. And my friend that was there, they had to lift me up, so I went to the bathroom. So coming back from the bathroom, I went to the nurse that checked me the morning, and I said, nurse, I think my water broke. And she said, okay. Then I heard my name, and another nurse checked me and said I'm 2 centimeters, and that was it, and I should go back to bed. So I said, okay. I just didn't know what to do next, and nobody told me what to do next. So a different doctor called me Thursday morning, and checked me, and I said, I think my water broke yesterday. She said, what time? I said, around 11, 12. So she started calculating, and she's like, I need to go down right now. That's when he packed me up, and the porter came for me, and we went down.
And when you say went down, you mean
to the labor ward.
Okay.
So while on the labor ward now, we got separated because, COVID and whatever. So I was there by myself on the chair waiting. The nurse came around. First off, no beds, so I was sitting there for a while. While there, the nurse came and she asked me a few questions, if the baby's moving fine, but I told her limited movements, because I could feel limited movements, not normal movements that I would get on a daily basis. Once that little interview was over, she said, go to the induction, there's a bed available in there for you.
So you are to get up and go to nobody helped you, nobody assisted?
No. I then went to the induction room on the available bed 4, the available bed. I was just sitting on the bed, just sitting. So 6 beds are in the induction, right? So they are attending to 5 people, and I was not one of the 5 persons they were, because other persons were there from the night before and in the morning before. While there, on the persons on that shift, nobody said hi, hello. I sat there just looking at them until I fell asleep.
About how long do you estimate you were sitting there for?
About 2 to 3 hours, just sitting there, on bed, just like that. Once, just looking until I just fell asleep. After I fell asleep, I woke up because I'm like, still nobody to touch me, to say anything to me. The night shift came around now, and the lady said, nobody has said anything to you? I said, no. Nobody has said anything to me. She was the first lady to put in the access in my hand. She put in the access in my hand. That's when they started to monitor the baby, heartbeat, my pressure, temperature. Once that was done, still in the Thursday, that was Thursday. I didn't really sleep, but I could still feel the baby the Thursday. I got checked late Thursday night, the heartbeat was there. I eventually dozed off, woke up, and the nurse was checking for Nurse was checking for the pulse and there was none, so I started to cry. They immediately got the doctor and the doctor was trying to find it. Only mine was there. They brought me into the ultrasound room. I walked to the ultrasound room and then she's gonna ask me, you know why they called me? And I said yes, because there's no more heartbeat. And she said that another doctor needs to confirm. So 2 doctors need to confirm what she's seeing. And there was no oxygenated blood going to the brain of the baby. That's what she said. But from the first nurse to me, I knew she was gone. That's the Friday morning. So I started to call him and I let him know that, listen, she's gone and whatever. So I needed to take her out of me so I can leave. They said that they're gonna give me the induction pill now so I could have her naturally, because a C-section would be more dangerous at this point. So I said okay. So I got the induction pill that Friday morning, around 7:30. Got the induction pill, but I didn't know it would work that slow. All of Friday to Saturday morning, early morning, I watched the time every hour go by in pain. There was nothing, and I kept on screaming that just take her from me, because she said I don't see why I should be in this pain for a baby that is not alive. And they said that what I can do for you, what I can do for you. I'm like, just take her from me, please. It doesn't make any sense to me because it was so painful. And she said, I think they finally gave me something to sleep. That's when I fell asleep. She gave me an injection to sleep, so that's when I finally fell asleep. I woke up the morning, a new nurse came. As I said, the shift is rotating. So a new nurse came and she's like, why this error like this? It couldn't be that bad, but she couldn't understand how the Friday night was so hard into the Saturday morning. She said, so I was even bleeding at one point on the bed, and I was screaming, I was asking, please, just take her from me. Saturday morning, I was dilating slowly, very slow. Even with the pill, I was dilating very slowly. I eventually got to 10 around 12:30, but she said she could not, I could not pass on baby because my walls were still thick. So I felt the pain and I said, I think it's time. She said, don't push. I come in and said, I think it's time. She said, don't push, just try your best, don't push. And I tried my very best not to push at that time. The nurse grabbed me and she ran me into the living room. Yes, I walked into the living room. I have on a slippers and nothing. Just grabbed me and said, pull up a nightie. And I was on the table. And then delivery started. She started to come out. And then I think to me, the delivery was the better part of the whole experience, because the women in there, they helped me. And they said, you can do it. And I passed her out.
You said the women, are the mothers?
No, the delivery team. They held my feet and held my hand and said, just give me one big push, just keep pushing. The baby came out, she had to hold the baby with 2 hands because the baby was so big. And she said, Mother, what kind of baby you have? And I said, until I was awake for everything, every stitch, everything. Afterwards, the person that deals with the birthing, she got me cleaned up and sat on a chair and I waited again. They asked me if I wanted her to be dressed and so I could take a picture and I said yes.
If you could sum up into one word how you're feeling as a couple, what would it be?
One word. I don't have one word. But this is a nightmare for me. I'm living a nightmare. The Sunday night I was laying down and I closed my eyes and I would relive everything. Like just reliving everything. Like I was the weak person in all of this when the system failed me. And the system is something that I've never put my trust in. But because they say if anything happened to you, that's where you're gonna end up. So I tried my luck and I didn't have any. I'm trying my very best to just keep strong. My support system is still here with me. I'm weak, like I'm very weak, but I'm trying to push through. I got on Monday. I had to be running around. I had to be asking the nurse when a doctor would see me so I can go home, because that's not somewhere where I want to be. It took my situation for them to clean the ward that I was on. Women were there for 2-3 weeks. A girl said she was in there from September 7th to be induced and it was not done. It took my situation. When I went back on Ward 5, they were all gone. Only females that were to get medicated and go home, which their due date was not anytime soon. And that should not be